This area is really moving fast. The town of Van Alstyne is really kind of small, old-timey. Not a whole lot to it, but it is being revitalized. So it's along the Highway 5, which stretches all the way down into Dallas. It changes names to Greenville Avenue. It used to be along the railroad tracks that went from Dallas to Sherman to the Denison area. We're up at River Ranch subdivision in Van Alstyne, Texas, which is roughly about 10 minutes north of McKinney, Texas, which happens to be the county seat. Now, Van Alstyne, like all the other small little towns around here, are really growing fast, so there are some growing pains. But the three different builders that are up here are going to be Stone Hollow, Pacesetter, and Windsor Homes. Now, they are all priced fairly well competitively with each other, but they do have differences, and it's something that you need to really come up and check out the finish work on them. We're in front of the Windsor model home. This is going to be the Marshall floor plan. This one is roughly 2218 square feet. It's going to be a 3-bedroom, 2-bath with a study, family, dining, and it does have a 2-car garage plus a tandem. The tandem has been built into a flex room. This model home is going to start at $474,000. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one. So today I'm here at Windsor Homes up here in Van Alstyne, Texas at a new subdivision called River Ranch. And of course, Windsor Homes, the salesperson here is Melissa Davidson. How long have you been in business?
Oh gosh, I've been in the new construction business almost 10 years, real estate business over 20 years.
Oh, okay. So you're pretty seasoned. So,
I think I'm, yeah.
oh, okay. So tell me a little bit about Windsor Homes. Where are they, headquartered?
So Windsor Homes is a Dallas-based builder. We are only in the Dallas Metroplex. As far north as we build right now is going to be Van Alstyne. As far south as we build is going to be Mansfield. But we are a small, kind of a more semi-custom builder, and some of our higher price product, we do a lot more custom. And the prices that I have here in this community, there are some customizations a customer can do. But we have been in business since 1986. Windsor is actually owned by Scorberg, which is a large land development company here in the Dallas Metroplex. And we're just kind of a small family. Like I said, we're a really small company. There's probably less than 50 people that work for the company. Most of us have all been in the business well over 20 years.
Okay. So on Windsor, we were talking about this earlier. What is the advantage of Windsor as far as building out if you're going to build your house? What Windsor will allow you to build or expand?
Well, with us, you're going to pick everything down the doorknobs. If you want blue cabinets and black floors, you can have it. It's your house. It may cost you a little extra, but it's your house. So you do get to customize and pick things the way you want. Certain customizations in this price point a customer can do within reason. I don't usually start moving walls and things, but if someone wants to add built-in somewhere or maybe make a closet a little bit bigger or, add some extra concrete or build out the patio a little bit, put the pre-plumbing or things in on the patio because you want to do an outdoor kitchen down the road, things like that, we're definitely will be willing to do.
So we've walked through the house. Tell me some of the highlights of the model home here that we're in right now.
Well, this is the Marshall. So this is one of my favorite floor plans. It is a 1-story, 3-bedroom, 2-bath with a study. It also comes standard as having a 3-car tandem garage. You have an option of doing a game room in lieu of the tandem, a bedroom and bathroom, or you can, this house with the lots we have here in River Ranch, you can do a full 3rd bay. So if you wanted to keep the tandem and do a 3rd bay, you basically can have a 4-car garage, which is every man's dream, I think, and women's dream sometimes. My favorite thing about this house is the ceiling height. You're gonna have 14-foot ceilings through the entire house. And to me, it just makes it feel much bigger than 2,400 square feet.
Oh, okay. So we also discussed the lot sizes you have out here at River Ranch.
I have 50s, 60s, and 70s. This Marshall floor plan specifically has to be put on a 60-foot lot or larger. We've got about 4 floor plans that will only fit on a 60-foot or larger lot. And the fact that I have 70s here gives me the option of being able to do the full 3rd bay, which is what a lot of buyers like. They like to be still in this floor plan, have their game room option for their family time, but then they can still get their garage space for their toys.
Okay. Also, tell me just a little bit about Van Alstyne.
You still got a lot of nice farm properties as you drive around, a lot of nice little ranches. You're going to still have a lot of nice mom and pop stores. There's not as much commercial here as there is in some of the other areas. Don't worry, it's coming. But I like it. You've got several nice parks and playgrounds around, but the schools are highly rated here in Van Alstyne. And River Ranch is sitting literally in the middle. Over here, you're going to have the Van Alstyne High School. Over here, across the way, you're going to have the middle school and then the elementary school. So kids in this community will walk over here to the high school, but then there'll be a bus that takes them to the middle and elementary school just because of the road right over here. But the schools are really highly rated.
So I know the base on this, if you go into a model, is going to be upgraded and is not going to be what is standard. So tell me if you're to walk into a house, what's standard on it, and then in this model home, what y'all have upgraded.
This model home does have some upgrades in it, but they're not within reason. They're not out of a person's price point. The base price of this house on a 60-foot lot is going to start about $474,990. So if your price point is going to be right around $500, this house is definitely doable. Things you're going to always find in a Windsor home. You're always going to find 8-foot interior doors throughout. On our 1-story homes, on our 2 stories, they'll be all on the 1st floor. You're always going to have 5¼ inch baseboards are going to be standard. Brick front porches when you walk in are always going to be standard. Buff mortar on our brick. A lot of our homes will come standard. Some of them on the elevations with stone and brick. Again, a buyer can choose. They will pick their brick, they'll pick their stone, they're going to pick their paint. Every one of our floor plans are going to have some interesting characteristics that will come standard. Like I said in here, it's going to be the 14-foot ceilings, but we have other floor plans that have huge vaulted ceilings, tray ceilings, a lot of different characteristics that will be standard. One thing that we always do standard is going to be a fireplace. I call it the Texas fireplace because you flip a switch and it comes on. Because one day you need it, one day you don't. But it is more of an emotional thing, and people do tend to like it because most builders, a fireplace is an upgrade. Things like brushed nickel or oil wear bronze fixtures. We do granite standard in our kitchens. We do quartz standard in our bathrooms. Always going to be standard. I love our cabinets. They're by Metroplex cabinets. It's been in the cabinet industry for several years. It's actual real wood. They're not fake MDF. They're really nice and sturdy. A buyer gets a choice of having them being painted or stained. There are some paint colors that would be an upgrade, but if they want white, that's not going to be an upgrade for them. In this one, we did add the second row of cabinets, which is an option for a buyer. They can do a second row. They can do glass. They can do rain glass. They can do whatever they want to kind of give them that look. The kitchen is the heart of the home. Other options that they can do, obviously certain appliance packages. We're going to do LG digital. That's going to come standard, but lots of options in our design gallery. Our design gallery is about 40,000 square feet, so buyers can just go to their heart's content. In this floor plan, we're going to have several window seats in certain areas that are going to be standard. A lot of walk-in closets, ceiling fans, block and wired with a switch, and all of our secondary rooms are going to be standard. Our list of standards is pretty extensive. As I tell a lot of buyers when they shop for builders, is to take the standard options for each builder and compare apples to apples. You may be paying a couple $1,000s more from one builder, but you might be getting more standard for your money. There's nothing worse than going and sitting down to do a contract and then the salesperson telling the buyer, that's an upgrade, that's an upgrade, that's an upgrade. Because, you know, that kind of shoots down their excitement a little bit. But the fact that when they come in and build a Windsor home, a lot of things that they already want are going to be standard. There's just going to be a couple extra things that might be an upgrade. And our pricing for our structural options is really reasonable.
Oh, okay. Well, they answered so many questions, Melissa. I appreciate you taking the time. I've learned a lot today about Windsor Homes. I know they're out here at River Ranch. I don't know if I would call them your competitor, but the competition out here is Pacesetter Homes. And what is the other?
Stone Hollow.
Stone Hollow. Mm-hmm. So Windsor Homes, Melissa told me, is about the middle between Pacesetter and Stone Hollow. And just from what I've learned so far, that this is a heck of a deal for a Windsor home.
It is. I'm not going to be honest, we take a lot of pride in what we build. Okay. So we do. My builder is very meticulous about the way that he builds his homes, and it shows in our quality. Not when you just walk our model, but when you walk our inventory homes as well. Okay.
Well, thanks again. I appreciate it. And
well, thanks for coming out.
Well, if any of y'all want to come out and talk to Melissa, give me a call or give her a call. She'd be happy to show you around.
Yeah, our incentives this month are crazy. Through the 15th of July, we're doing $30,000 in design options or structural, and then $15,000 in closing costs with my lender. So it's definitely a good deal.
Heck of a deal. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Okay, this property that we're at right here is going to be on the lot size is going to be a 16 by 20. The square footage on this one's going to be roughly 3,400 square feet, and it should be completed in the fall. And the asking price on this is going to be around $599. So let's go ahead and walk this one. Of course, this is a spec. It still has a ways to be completed, but let's kind of do a quick walkthrough. Hope you enjoyed taking a look at both the model home and the spec homes that we walked through. There's so much to talk about in a short video, but I think you really have to come out